Hey, it's Tuesday tea time with Dorina, and I want to welcome you here to uh, all the first time viewers and those that may be watching the replay. Welcome to Tuesday tea time. We are presented from Women of Wisdom. We are a nonprofit organization here to empower teen girls and women with practical wisdom and confidence. We are here to bridge that generational gap between the younger and the older generation. Why? Because we need each other to pass on vital knowledge to one another and to the next generation. Okay, so I usually share with you my tea. I am doing something a little different tonight. It's kind of, the temperature is rising. Oh, thank you. I'm doing a cool tea, and it is the medicinal dandelion medicinal chai tea. I like that. And I put a little sugar in it this time. Tastes pretty good. You see, I have one of my butterfly favorite cups. Okay, so I hope that you have your beverages as well and that you fill your cup up tonight with lots of wisdom. How about that? Okay, so tonight we are talking about maturity. Ooh, you know what? For some people, that subject is a little touchy. I know for me, when it came to talking about maturity, sometimes we think that, we are, mature. And then there's something that shows up to test our maturity. And it's like, oh, wait, I need to grow up. And hopefully we accept that fact because that is a part of maturity is learning, having that mindset growth that you want to improve in life. Okay, and that's very important. Well, you know what, wisdom and maturity goes hand in hand, really. And you can work it if you know how to work it, because you know what, maturity and wisdom both will tell you when to leave something alone, when to start something, when to leave a situation or let go of something or hold on to it. Wisdom and maturity will help you. Now, I was thinking about this because sometimes, we hold on to things and we need to let them go. But because of our immaturity, we don't want to let it go. And so as we grow, we can let go. Okay. And that's very important that you learn how to let go of things because you know what? We can hold on to things too for too long or too strong, and they become a detrimental to our own growth and wisdom in life. And anytime you stay in something too long, it becomes stale and it becomes uh, difficult to get out of. Even though we know in our heart that we should get out of it, it becomes difficult to get out of it because we're telling ourselves that we really need it when maturity and wisdom would tell us, let that go. And this is the time that you need to let it go. There is a time and a season for everything, and if we will walk in maturity and allow it to speak to our hearts and grow in it, we will improve in life and we will have the mindset that we need to have. Okay. Okay. So Um, the other thing is wisdom will tell us, or wisdom and maturity indicates whether we should stay or leave a situation, or wait or proceed, or talk or listen. And so, I mean, really, if you think about it, and I'm not trying to, down anybody, but maturity, people that know how to control their words walk in maturity. People that will allow any and everything to come out of their mouths are walking in immaturity, because maturity itself will tell you when you should say something and when you shouldn't. And really, it will actually help you to prevent a thing. I mean, we all really, if you think about it, if we all have an area where we need to grow, and sometimes we don't even realize it, that some of our immaturity is a reaction to our parents' emotional immaturity. And sometimes our immaturity is just a part of some type of child trauma. And we don't always realize that these things affect us, because we just live life. A lot of times we live life and we just think that this is how life is, and we don't even think about why something happens. What is the root cause for this to happen? And so sometimes, well, really, it takes maturity to really look into those things and discover what is the problem, so that we can correct the problem and grow. How about that? Okay? Because we all need to mature. And nobody has really developed to a place where you can't grow, and things like that. Let's take a tea time break. Tea time. This is really good. Okay, what really helps you to know that you are walking in maturity is when you are guided by your principles and you're not guided by your emotions. Your character dictates to you what you do instead of your emotions. And we all want to get to that place, or you should want to get to that place where we're not governed by our emotions, because, a lot of times our emotions are really the problem. And we just need to step out of the emotional side of life and step back and look at it from different perspectives, so that we can have a better view. I'm telling you, the wider, your view is, come on now, the more you can see. There's a brain game that I like to exercise my brain with. Is called Lumosity, and I don't know if you're familiar with that, but they have what they call a spatial game, where you you're focused in on this one thing, but yet you have to use your vision to see outside of that one thing that and it flashes different things on the screen, and then you have to go and identify those things in a time frame, and and is teaching us to have a bigger view. Look at the don't just be so narrow-minded that you can't see the big picture. And maturity will help you be willing to look at the big picture and see where we need to grow in our mindset. Without a growth mindset, you cannot mature. If you are going to stay immature, you are going to always deal with the same things in life over and over and over again, and you'll never grow. And so I would have to say for myself, some of the immaturity issues that I dealt with came from my childhood and the way that I was treated and things like that. And I mean, I'm not making no excuse for it, and I'm putting it where it came from. Okay, let's just be real with ourselves so that we can be real with other people. And so some of those things that happen in our childhood is a reflection of who we are today. We are a product of our environment. And so pointing out something is not making an excuse, is saying, okay, this is the cause. And you want to be able to know and point out what that is so that you can make the necessary corrections to improve in life, because we all need to improve in life. And there's if you ever want to follow your dreams in life, even if you want to find out what your dream is, these are things that we have to deal with in life. And these things make us stronger. It improves who we are, uh, having that balance in our personality and knowing, just how to do life with balance. And you know what? That is maturity. Knowing how to do life with balance so that we're not all over the place trying to figure out this and trying to figure out that, when there's a proper way to live life. Isn't that good? Come on, there's a proper way to live life. So look at this, because I like to show you stuff. Okay, so maturity, being balanced in your emotional behavior. Listen, you know what? It used to be back in the day when my emotional behavior, I tend to protect myself through sarcasm and just kind of not allowing myself to get too close to people, and protecting myself, and just you know, doing life like that. And because of that, I had a lot of immature things that I had to grow out of. And, sometimes, when people point out things that are touchy or things that hurt, you know, we're defensive. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to deal with that. But you know what? Accepting truth is a part of maturity. And we have to uh let me say this to you, because I saw this and I thought that this was pretty good. But it says youth ends when egotism does. Maturity begins when one lives for others. That's a good statement right there, because a lot of times maturity is based off of uh us, what we want, what I mean, it's about us. And life is not really all about us. It's about others. What can you do to help somebody else? Maturity does not have a problem with helping somebody else and not expecting things in return. Maturity is willing to lay itself down to help somebody. If you know what, if you think about this, that's the reason why a lot of people don't stay in relationships, because they make the relationship about themselves. It doesn't matter whether it's a mom and daughter, father, son, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother. We make the relationship about ourselves, and maturity, excuse me, will make the relationship about someone else. And that you have to have a growth mindset. All right. So that's what our Tuesday tea time is about tonight, is about maturity. And so hopefully you will apply the wisdom that was speaking to your heart and make the necessary steps to improve in life, and allow yourself to deal with the truths that may hurt, so that you can get past that and grow out of it. Okay? That way you'll be able to follow your dreams in life, and you'll be able to grow and advance. All right? Okay, so this is Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. I'm so thankful that you joined me tonight. Those that will be watching the replay, thank you. Those that have been coming back, I appreciate your support. And so remember, we're having our Sozo coffee shop vision board this Saturday. So if you haven't registered, go ahead and register. All right. And as I always tell you, Dorina loves you, and mwah, walk in wisdom. All right. Good night and have a great sleep.